morning, y'all. DOAC here. And thank y'all for my first video. Honestly, it went way better than I expected. Obviously it wasn't like a smashing success, but it's my first video. I didn't really have many expectations, but trust me, that video surpassed them. Mostly on TikTok though. I got a lot of views on TikTok, and with views comes likes and there comes comments. And the first kind of thing was like, I hope DOAC doesn't end up like Sneeko. And to that, I'm like, you guys don't really know me yet, but I'm quite literally like the opposite of what Sneeko believes in. Like I'm like possibly like the most feminist man on the planet. I've been raised by mostly girls. Right now I live with my dad, but ever since I was like 3, I was raised up by women. So trust me, I do respect women. I care about women. Like, so no, that's not me. That's just not me. Another thing is, like, I got another comment saying that I need to like be myself, you know what I mean? And like, if you make content that is not your real personality or things like that, you know, it's gonna be draining. And I agree with that, but I feel like that really like missed the mark of what my last video was. Like, my last video was me trying to not really find myself, but it's basically explaining that I wouldn't make content if it meant that I had to be somebody else. I will not be somebody else for the camera. And I said that in the video. This is me. Like, obviously I joke, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I joke, but like, I'm not, you know, I've always naturally been a quiet person, you know? Like, I've always, I don't know, I've always stayed to myself. I've always, like, not really had much, like, emotion to my stuff. But, like, I'll just kind of force it, you know, sometimes. And now on this channel, it's the really, like, one place on the internet where I feel like I could really just be myself. You know what I mean? So, no, I am not faking this personality. If I wanted to fake a personality, why would I make it this? I'd make it a heck of a lot more entertaining, I tell you that much. The direction of this channel that I want to take, I think I maybe want to, I don't know, maybe start streaming, you know? I want to start streaming and like tell stories and talk with you guys. You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty cool, but as of right now, I'm kind of taking a break from streaming because it was really demotivating, you know? And I feel like if I just like try to build up a community before I start streaming again, then it'll be better. But I also really appreciate the advice I was given, like with the like how like to like full screen my TikToks and everything, maybe add some gameplay at the bottom. By the way, you guys are cooked. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've got like 3 comments saying something like, oh, I want Subway Surfers. Oh, where's the gameplay at? Chris, add gameplay. Okay. Yo, like, what? You guys can't just watch the video? Y'all need some GTA? Y'all need GTA at the bottom? What's going on? Y'all are cooked. Like, what's going on? I added it, though. But back to the, like, personality thing. I feel like I do, like, this place, I do express my personality. In fact, I've always kind of expressed my personality, but, like, each and every time I've tried like content creation, I've always gotten like closer and closer to like showing my truth. I'm sorry, this is bothering me. Each and every time that I've made content, I've always like kind of gone like closer and closer to my true self. You know what I mean? Like, at first I was like super nice to everybody, you know, I kind of just took every kind of crap. But then next, like, I didn't take any crap, but I was still kind of loud, you know? And now I'm kind of like, I won't take any crap, but I'll just be my true self, you know what I mean? Like, I could get loud, I could You know what I mean? But it's just, that's not me all the time. So I'm just not gonna like give y'all that false persona right now, and then y'all get disappointed later when sometimes I just want to upload a video like this, you know? But I also want to try like gaming and things. But right now, I kind of just want y'all to know me, you know? I feel like that would be better. The thing about content creation is the amount of power you have, especially around like children. And I'm not I mean this in the weirdest way possible too, cuz I just saw a video about tnickles. If you don't know tnickles, he was found out to like kids. And he liked kids, and like a month after, like he was like an up and coming creator, so like he was never able to retire his mom. You know, he was just real sad about it. He was like real sad about being caught and everything. And it's just like some people felt bad. And the thing is, you should never feel bad for a guy like him. You got caught. That's it. I like personally, if y'all want to forgive him, I see you just as bad. I'm not gonna lie. Probably gonna think I was gonna say like you know, that's okay or whatever, or that I respect your opinion. I don't respect your opinion on anything if it means that you're gonna side with a child like her. Like, what are you talking about? Why would I do that? And if you guys even feel the slightest bit bad for him for doing that, you are a part of the problem. You're the issue. And I hope you know that. You're the reason why these people keep getting away with it. You're the reason why they get low jail sentences. You're the reason why some don't get charged at all. You know what I mean? I feel like a man like him should be in jail, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should be in jail. You are the reason why you didn't get to retire your mother. Nobody else. It's nobody's fault but yours. So that's why I don't feel bad. You chose to talk to that kid. Nobody else. That's why I don't feel bad. And I don't care about sympathies. I don't care about anything like that. And nobody else should either. And if you do care, then you are part of the problem. I feel like this kind of stuff is taken a little too lightly. You know what I mean? Like, there's jokes made and stuff. And I'm all for dark humor and everything. But like, you know, I feel like it's taken way too lightly, and that's why people are okay with this kind of stuff, you know? Like, I just saw an article about a woman, a middle school teacher, who she was doing it with one of her students. And she was attractive. And just because she was attractive, everybody was like, she doesn't deserve jail time. She doesn't deserve jail time. She doesn't deserve to be incarcerated. She doesn't like and they wanted the same thing to happen to them. And it's so messed up, and you guys don't realize it, but it's a whole cycle, bro. It's a real cycle. Like, it goes through everything, man. Like, if you think it's okay, another person's gonna think it's okay, and it's gonna happen to somebody. Somebody's gonna think it's okay, and it's just gonna keep going on forever. And some people genuinely think little boys cannot get, you know, graped. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, so I'm gonna say the fruit graped. Some people are traumatized for life. Some people can't get over that kind of stuff, you know. Like, even in the moment, if they do feel something for it, later on they'll realize that it could be the root of a lot of their mental issues, you know? So for y'all to be like, oh, it's okay, you know, it can't happen. He liked it because his pee-pee, you know? It's just, you're wrong, and you are also a part of the problem. Because if that was a little girl, those headlines would not be the same. Those comments would not be the same. In fact, if that girl was unattractive, and it was still a little boy, if that woman was unattractive, then those comments would not be the same. It, you cannot consent until you are over the age of 18. No matter what. And the worst part about it is that the parents were okay with that. The parents were okay with that. What's wrong with y'all? I feel like I'm already building a sort of community, you know? Like, I like sharing my experiences. I love doing all of that. And what better place to do it than a place where it'll stay forever, you know? Hopefully, some people watch these videos and learn something. Hopefully, somebody watches these and gets inspired. Hopefully, anybody just gets even entertained, you know? Because the way I see my videos, I don't see anybody just sitting down and watching it. I see it as like, you know, either you stay for like the one topic that you're actually interested in or relate to, or like I kind of just like, I'm like background noise, you know? This feels like almost like a podcast, you know, but it's not really. How many podcasts are by themselves nowadays? I don't think a lot of podcasts should exist, you know? I don't think a lot of podcasts should exist, and I don't think I'd start a podcast. That's pretty bad. That would be so lame. First thing you think of as a podcaster, especially as a male, is like misogyny. Oh, this is so funny. Okay, so I was on a TikTok live, and this girl said misandry and misogyny are not the same thing. What? And she also said misandry is not over. And I'm like, who's arguing? I mean, no, not misandry. She said feminism is not over. And I was like, who said it is? Anybody with a brain knows that it's not. And guys, this is my main thing. And I've always said this forever. Feminism and misandry are not the same thing. Feminism are people. It could be a man or a woman fighting for women's equal rights. Misandry is just like a woman disliking a man, hating a man, being prejudiced against a man. Misogyny is a man being prejudiced against a woman. Now, if it was systemic misogyny and systemic misandry, I'd be like, I agree, because those two things are not the same. Because there are not a lot of women in power that can do things that men in power can do. And a lot of men in power are sexist. And they will do things to keep women out of office and with less power. Because a lot of people believe that women shouldn't have as much power as men. Feminism and misandry have been getting really confused with lately. And a lot of people will say that they're feminist, and in fact they're a misandrist. And a lot of people will like if you hear somebody is a feminist, you'll confuse it with the word misandry. So this woman was basically saying that misogynism and misandry, misogyny, and misandry are not the same thing. And they're not opposites to each other. And I'm like, they quite literally are. In the Oxford Dictionary, yes, they are. And the issue with arguing with people on apps or anywhere, really, when they're wrong or when they don't actually want to have a true debate, they'll say, wah, wah. Like, oh my god. I hate that word because it's not even funny. And there's no way that you typed that with a little smirk on your face. You were womp, womp. Like, bro, you disagree with somebody about something on these kind of topics, they automatically think that you're sexist. I am possibly the least sexist person on this earth. But I am also the most English nut on this earth too. Misandry and misogyny. Oxford Dictionary. Literal antonyms. Like, what are you talking about? Literal antonyms. Opposites of each other. Alright? But does that mean that a misandrist and a misogynist could do the same things to each other? No. But does that mean, in the literal sense of the word, that they're not the opposite of each other? They are the opposite of each other. They're the exact same thing. No matter what, no matter how you put it, it's X's and O's. No, or is the setting saying no X's or O's? No X's and O's. I'm just gonna say X's and O's. X's and O's. If you're a woman and you are prejudiced to men, if you genuinely hate men, you are a misandrist. If you are a man and you are prejudiced to women, you hate women, you are a misogynist. Alright, that's just how it goes. That's how it is. Wanting more than men. If you want more than men, then that's not feminism. If your end goal is to be above men, to rule the world, like be in the same exact position as power, and the roles would just switch, that's not feminism. Feminism is fighting for the equality, for women to get the same opportunities as a man. You're not fighting for that. You're not fighting for that. You're fighting for men to be viewed down upon. And I know that's how women have been for years, and I know we haven't achieved true equality yet in anything, but that does not mean that that should not be your end goal. That's what feminism is, and you are a misandrist. Anyways, I talked y'all ears off, but thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later.